How y'all doing out there today in the world and reality? This is Wood Small Engine Repairs. Today I have some tips for you landscapers that's out here and people stealing your equipment and following you and stalking you. I'm going to give you 5 great tips on how to still make money without riding with your trailer and being seen with your equipment. Rule number one, if you good and you do great by your customers, some of them will let you store your equipment at their garages and lock it up for you. So instead of taking a trailer full of equipment, you only should take the necessary items needed to do that job. So, for example, if I got a day where I'm just doing small houses, I'm not going to take a riding lawnmower out, 4 or 5 blowers, 3 or 4 weed whips, the hedges, and all that. I'm not going to carry all that. All that's going to be scattered. So when the days I do work, I could just go to the area and location, grab that set of tools, go work, lock them up, and then I can bring them indoor. See, you don't want to carry too much equipment where you can't bring your stuff indoor because a person got to be really brave to try to kick in your door to come steal a $500 backpack blower, $400 weed whip. They got to be out of their mind and they're going to risk getting shot and killed. So that eliminates that. Two, your competition will follow you to steal your equipment. And this is why they steal equipment, other landscaping companies. Number one, you take over an area that they've been trying to get. Number two, their equipment is down and they can't go to the shop. Number three, if they have stolen riding lawnmowers or any equipment stolen and they go to a legitimate shop, once they run the serial numbers, it's going to come back as stolen, and that's how they get caught. Number three, when you make good money, there's no reason why. I give you an example. If you make $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week, there's no reason why you can't buy a small push more that's self propelled and another backup set. So instead of carrying 10, 20, or 30, or $50,000 equipment on the trailer, you ought to be carrying $1,500 to $2,000 max at a time. So if you do want to go do another job, you got this truck with your aerator, your dethatcher, and your big riding mower hooked up to there that gets hidden away. Then you got a mini riding lawnmower. You can just lock that up in somebody's garage or, you know, because they're going to be looking around for you pulling a trailer in the truck. But since you're not pulling the trailer in the truck, you hit and dip. Number four, they always ride around and look for all these grasses being cut. They're trying to figure out who was cutting the grasses. So by you being low key without your truck and your trailer, you're going around sneaking and cutting, and you're being fast and effective because everything is all lined up. So if you're cutting 10 houses on a block, you might as well leave your equipment on that block with one of your customers and have everybody guess where your customers at. Because once you get followed, they're going to think your equipment is with you. Then you go to another area, so by the time they pull up and realize that you getting out the truck with nothing, damn, where did he lock his equipment up? How was he making this money? Now you go to somebody's garage, get your shit, cut that block, boom, disappear. Never bring nothing with you that they can steal. And number five, when you buy new equipment, never show nobody the location of where your equipment is at. Never show nobody where you always be at. And this is the easy way to set people up, and people don't understand this. If you got cameras outside your stuff and you got a lot of cars on your street and there's certain places they're going to park at, those certain places where they park at, all you need to just do is put roofing nails there. So while they're sitting there spying on you trying to get to your stuff, they're not going to come back as fast because they got 2 or 3 flat tires because the roofing nail just killed their mission. So now they got to regroup. This gives you time to go move your stuff again and be aware that somebody's always watching you. And if they're not going to be a customer, they're going to steal from you. That's only 2 reasons why people watch people work. Either they want your services because they like your services, or they want to steal your equipment. And if you're by yourself, they always ride around and make and sit on other blocks with the mini van doors open or the cargo doors open, watching you from a block or two away with binoculars. What you do when you see cars just stopping to look at you, you do this and you point at them. Then once you get done, you ride up on them to get a good visual of who your thieves is. Take a picture of their ass, post it all on Facebook, post the license plates, post their cars, so everybody will know who the thieves is. So now we're in Detroit, they gonna have to switch vehicles up because now all the landscapers are aware, oh, they're in this vehicle, that vehicle, this how they look. Now we are armed to go ahead and defend ourselves. So if you run up, you might get shot. But this is why you got to have great customers, because all my customers are CPL holders. So even if I don't have a gun on me, if I'm cutting grass and somebody try to take my equipment, best believe if I'm doing 10 houses on the block, it's 5 people sitting there with their pistol waiting on the thieves to come around. And this is how you discourage thieves from trying to target you. Because the thieves going to try to kill you and take your shit. But if you're ready to kill them in self defense, it makes the whole game playing field different. It makes them change their death. They're going to have to go back to fraud and selling drugs and shit and armed robbery. Because now in Detroit, you run up on a landscaper, it's a chance you're going to get into a shootout. And don't run up on a person that landscapes that went to prison or been out in the street. And that's the mistake that y'all keep making. Y'all running up on people who ain't got nothing to lose. And they don't have no problem of putting you down and stepping on your neck and killing you like a squirrel in the street. So these is tactics that I teach people how to survive, especially the more poor the areas that you cut in. And I even hear the rappers and the young dope dealers say that you can't come to certain neighborhoods if you don't have no fucking name. If don't nobody respect you, what they gonna do is they gonna pull their guns out and tell you, "Hey, turn your shit back around. You can't cut over here." But this is another thing about being respected, because it can be killers and gangsters and drug dealers. If I pull up, guess what? Hey, I'm here. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm here to cut this. You know, whatever y'all got, I'll give y'all a chance to move y'all cars and everything. All right, bet. No complaints or nothing like that. But then this is another side out of it. They're going to ask me, hey man, how much you charge to cut the block? So now, if I got the street dudes and the dudes and rappers paying me to cut their block and you come over there to steal my mower, you're going to have a problem because you're not supposed to be over there. Homie, I'm supposed to be over there. And then a lot of people don't understand, hey, I'm the type of landscaper. You ask me to cut your stuff, I am going to take a look at your setup. I'm going to ask you, hey man, let me see how your backyard look. I'm going to look at the side. I'm going to look all around there because I want to see where somebody can watch me from while I'm working on your stuff and see if they can run up on me from that angle. So that's why I tell people, you know, you will be surprised when you landscaping if you pay attention to the clock and you move and look in the direction of the clock and you and your people's working in the direction of the clock, nobody's going to run up on you. And it's like we done set backpack blowers in the street. Dude walk down the street, have his boys drop him off. You think he about to pick it up and run. No, you got 4 people staring at you with a gun like, dude, pick it up. We dare you. Pick that motherfucker up so we can fuck you up. And then when they come back, we going to send some people to roll up on them. But that's how it is in Detroit. And like they say, if you're not respected out here in these streets, if you're not respected in life, people gonna run up on you and think they can take your shit. So this is food for thought and landscaping 101. If you want to survive out here and you by yourself and you ain't carrying no gun on you, please break down your equipment and hide it around and make it look like Where's Waldo. They gotta find your shit. And people ain't got time to look for shit when they trying to steal. They want to get what they need and get the fuck on out. But you make it harder for them. You keep making sure that they get flat tires every time they pull up and make them keep switching cars. So by the time they realized, damn, we went over here to steal this man's shit, and now we done lost all our cars through flat tires. Police told them because we couldn't drive them because we couldn't even afford the money to go hit the next lick because somebody flattened our tires. Food for thought and wisdom is knowledge is power. So that's why I say the roofing nails do a great job because if a person got 2 or 3 flats, you can shoot at them if you want to. So that's another reason why roofing nails in front of the abandoned houses and stuff like that, where people always sit and watch you at, while they watching you talking on Facebook and Instagram, you sitting up there laughing like they don't even know they in a bed of nails. So you can act like you go in one place, run through the alley, run up on them to somebody's house, and boom, 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 you got them. Because ain't nobody pulling up to steal something and they got to leave out on foot, and that's the only ride they got. That's just food for thought. Y'all stay blessed. Dub and Winnie Man out. Peace.